We're in our third year now living full-time in our fifth wheel RV, and we're going to give you a look around at how it's been holding up.
If you'd like to see a complete tour of our 2015 Montana 3402 RL, please check out our tour video. We'll be sure to put a link in the description.
In this video, we're primarily going to focus on the issues that we've been having. I'll start by giving you a look around the outside, and Susan will show you around the inside. Starting on the front of the RV, two of the things that went wrong nearly immediately were involving the lights. On the front here of what's called the cap, there are two LED strips, and they kind of look like blinking eyes there on either side. And the right one here, or as the camera's facing on the left, right up here, this one has started blinking not long after we got the RV. When it was on, it would kind of flicker and then go out, and it worked for a little bit, and then it went completely out, and it's been out ever since now. We've never been able to get it to work again, so we definitely want to look into that. It's one of my favorite lights on the RV. I really like the way that they lit up the truck in the front and lit up the drive at spots that we were in. Another thing is, all the way up the top there, one of the clearance lights, a lens came off early on, and I had replaced it and it came off again. So now I have a complete fixture for it, so I'll replace that, and we'll see if we can correct the lenses from falling off the clearance light that way. One of the most significant issues that we've been having is with our bedroom slide. We have 4 slides on our fifth wheel. 3 of them are hydraulic, and one of them, this one, is electric. Now we can push the button to bring the slide in, and it seems to operate okay. It comes all the way in, but when we extend it, I have to actually put some pressure on it, pushing it out while Susan's operating the button, the switch for it. So there is an issue with this, and we're going to have to look into that right away and get that corrected. This is the compartment where we pull the black and gray tanks to open and close them. And about a year and a half in to our RV ownership, the gray valve stuck open and ceased from operating, and the black valve cable broke, and so we weren't able to close the black tank. So that was an immediate issue. We actually purchased a couple valves for it, and then ran into a serviceman that was willing to do the work for us and bill the insurance. It ended up costing us the $100 deductible, and we have 2 great working valves in the tanks, and so that's been fixed. And that was definitely an issue that we did not enjoy having, and we kind of dealt with it for a couple weeks before it was fixed by using other restrooms. But anyway, that's been taken care of, and now they work very well. On our port side of the RV, we had some stripping come loose on the gutters, and it covers these screws up here, and the strips came off all the way down the gutters on 2 of them on the port side of the RV, and that exposed the screws. So we're thinking that we're going to have to replace that, especially in a rainy climate. This happened in direct sunlight in the desert Southwest this past season, and it just seemed like they couldn't hold up to that intense heat hitting the side of the RV continuously, and it made them warp and crack and pop out of there. So we're going to have to put something over those to seal those screw holes. We've had some issues with the screws in our fender skirts. The screws would actually work loose from vibration going down the highway, and I would stop and tighten them or have to replace them. And I got tired of retightening these screws and replacing them, so I went to using some nuts and bolts and washers, and this seems to be a lot better fix, and they have held up quite well. There are still some of the screws remaining in there. These happen to stay in, so I've just left them, but I'll be ready to replace them with nuts and bolts if they come out too. And so this has helped a lot, because I'd be driving down the freeway and I could see them in the mirror flapping a little bit, and I'd have to pull over and tighten. And so now this has got them locked in real well. So great fix for what was a minor problem, but could have been a lot worse. We like to keep our awning clean and protected, and we're due for a cleaning. We just had a storm not too long ago that got it fairly dirty, and so I was going to clean this, and I noticed that when I was looking up that I can see light through little holes, little tiny tears in this. And so I'm thinking I'm going to have to clean those areas and then maybe put some tenacious tape or some type of sealant over those, and hope that they don't spread and get worse. I'm definitely going to look into the warranty on this, our extended warranty, and see if it's covered, but that is definitely something that is not good. Let's have a look on the inside. Something I can see right now, that molding's come loose again, so this is an ongoing thing. I'm gonna have to put maybe some screws in it this time instead of the brad nails. So how's it looking in here?
Well, it's going pretty good in here, especially when you consider when you're traveling down the road in an RV, it's like going through an earthquake. But because of that, a lot of things can tend to vibrate loose, like this piece of decorative molding here came loose on a recent trip, so we're going to have to figure out how to get that attached again. And then also on a prior trip, this piece down here has come off and had to be reattached as well. So
that's on the end of the slide there, and when the slide goes back out after we've gone down the road, it seems to loosen up. So I think I'm going to have to put a nail or a screw in it to get it. It's pretty darn wedged in there. I mean, it's hard to even pull out, but the slide going out seems to be the thing that jars it loose. So we're going to have to get that reattached.
Yeah, so it's pretty much to be expected, I guess, when you're going through an earthquake.
Yeah, so pretty much everything's okay in the kitchen other than that?
Other than that, no issues in the kitchen so far.
All right.
Something that doesn't hold up well at all in RVs is the carpet. They tend to use very low grade carpet, and it's just not very durable. And this carpet, they always also use light colors for some reason. I just don't understand. Now, we have never worn our shoes inside. We vacuum frequently, and we've shampooed this carpet twice in the last 3 months, and it's still
yeah, that looks bad.
Makes quite a difference. I don't know why they use such light carpet and such low quality. It just is really not a good thing to have in an RV. They should just use this laminate throughout.
So the carpet definitely hasn't held up well, especially considering that we do not wear our shoes on it at all, and the area is not really frequented that much. It's not like we're constantly sitting there, but yeah, it's definitely something that we feel is a fail in this RV.
Last but not least is the issue of the recliners. The furniture is another thing that is not very high quality in the RVs. Now, the leather is holding up pretty nicely, as we keep these covered most of the time, but early on, one of the pulls for the recliner to come out broke, and as you can see, this one is just not holding up. It seems to be leaning. And
yeah, on the screen right side down here, this is leaning in a little bit, so yeah, they just come loose, and I've had to tighten them up, but it's just an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
We feel that these are relatively minor issues, and overall it's holding up pretty well.
Yeah, things could be a lot worse, so we're very grateful. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe.
Thanks for watching. How you holding up, Barkley? Huh? How you holding up? You want to come down? Come on. Come on. Come down. Come on, Bart. Come on. Come on. Come on, Barkley. Come on. It's okay. You can come outside. You need your leash? Huh? Is that what you want? You know you're not supposed to come out without a leash, don't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy.